What's going on, guys? It's me, Spider Phoenix, aka Kevin. Welcome to my nutrition video. A lot of you have been asking me in my Instagram DMs about nutrition, about calorie deficits, about calorie surplus, about calorie maintenance, how you gain weight, how you lose weight, how you lose fat, how you build muscle. So here I'll be discussing all those things in this video. Also, I'll be talking about my diet, my supplements, stuff I take.
Bombastic side eye.
Anyway, let's get to it, yeah? Alright. So first things first, what do I eat? What is my diet? How do I build muscle? What are my goals? So first, my goals right now is to cut. I'm trying to lean down a little bit. I've been bulking for 4 years. When I first started, I was 50 kg, and now I'm 81 kg. So I've been bulking for a while now. And it's a lean bulk. I haven't been bulking very heavily, just lean bulk. And let me tell you, puberty will help you bulk so much, even if you're in a little slight calorie surplus. So if you're young, if you wanna cut, if you wanna shred down, please don't do it. If you're like 16, don't do it. Your body is still developing, your body is still growing. You wanna provide your body with the most nutrients you can so it grows optimally, so you don't possibly ruin your growth because you decided to start cutting, because your body doesn't get enough nutrients, it won't grow as much as it should. So that's my tip for you guys. Be in a calorie surplus, don't worry about cutting until you're a bit older, because you want to build as much muscle and then focus on cutting. Unless you're like really fat, really heavy, then that's a different story. But if you're on the lighter side and you want to cut, don't do it. Just bulk, gain some muscle. Well, if you're on the heavier side, I'd probably recommend you to cut down to like 14-15% body fat, and then be in a calorie surplus, building muscle. That's what I recommend you to do. If you're 16, 17, like if you're a bit older, like 20, 24, 20 something, then you can start cutting, but I'll get into that a bit later in the video. So first, my diet, it consists of lean foods. So I eat chicken breast, chicken wings, chicken thighs, chicken legs, steak, salmon. I eat those things. I don't really cheat a lot. I might eat like sweets once in a while, like Kinder chocolates, and I don't worry about cheat meals. Like, it's very rare that I have a cheat meal, and there's nothing wrong with cheat meals. So if you guys have cheat meals, don't worry, just don't make it often. Like, if you eat too much calories in one day, it's not the end of the world. Your body works on a day-to-day basis, so don't worry about that. Just worry about hitting enough calories for the next day. Like, next day, don't eat less, don't eat more. Just eat the same amount, because your body doesn't know the difference between days, you know? Your body doesn't work on a day-to-day basis. The next thing I want to talk about is how often I eat, how many times a day I eat, and why. So I eat like 2 times a day. So I have breakfast. For breakfast, I either have bananas or eggs. One of those two. Sometimes I might just have 1 banana or 2 bananas, and sometimes I might have like 4 or 5 scrambled eggs with a piece of bread and some salt on top of it. And salt is really good for a pump as well. So add some salt to your food, some sodium if you don't have enough in your diet. That's my tip for you. That's my breakfast. After my breakfast, that's 2 hours before my workout, I drink whey protein. Well, whey protein, plant protein. Whey protein makes my skin worse, so I try to avoid dairy now. Apparently, I'm lactose intolerant, but I'm still gonna eat my ice cream because I love ice cream. I'm never gonna give up ice cream. I haven't eaten ice cream in a while though, so I think I'm gonna eat some ice cream soon. I take whey protein now. Recently, like literally 2 days ago, I started taking not whey protein, plant protein, just to hit the protein goal, because I've been struggling with hitting my protein goal. But basically, like I'm talking about protein goals right now, your main goal should be hitting your protein goal depending on how much you weigh, your height, and your gender. So for me, for example, probably like 3,000 calories to bulk, probably like 160, 170 grams of protein a day, give or take. It's not that exact number, so give or take. I don't measure my calories, my protein, my carbs, fats anymore. I don't need to, because I've basically got everything in my head from my experience. And once you get older, once you get more experience, you'll be the same way. Except if you're like competing, that's a bit different. Competing is a lot more serious. But if you plan on competing, I'd recommend you to track the calories. But if you don't plan on competing, just track your calories in the beginning, and eventually you'll learn what everything is. So protein, carbs, fats. I've mentioned before, you wanna You don't want to cut when you're younger because you don't want to interrupt your growth process. That's true. I've bulked when I was younger. Not intentionally, I just ate enough protein, enough carbs, enough fats to build muscle. I haven't like when I thought, oh, I'm gonna bulk. I just naturally bulk because newbie gains, puberty, and eating well will make you grow naturally. Like it's just part of puberty. So just take advantage of that. I didn't take as much of an advantage of it as I should have, but I still took advantage of it. So be in the bulk, not too much, like 200 calorie bulk, depending on your calorie maintenance. So your calorie maintenance depends on your activity level, your weight, your height, and your gender. So for example, let's say your calorie maintenance is 2.5k, you want to go to 2.7k. If your deficit is 2.3k, for example. And let's say you've been bulking and increasing your calories 200, but suddenly you stop gaining weight, increase your calories a little bit more. So how do you increase your calories? Just add a little bit more protein, add a little bit more calories, put some more chicken on your plate, put some more potatoes, some more rice on your plate. That's what I recommend you to do. Next thing is how often should you be eating? So I kind of do in a way intermittent fasting, but not really. It's more like if I eat a banana later on in the day, I'll eat probably like at 11 p.m., 10 p.m. I eat very late. Just the way my life is, the way my schedule is, it's really hard to fit in. And I don't like meal prepping, but I recommend you to meal prep. It'll save you so much time. I just don't do it. But yeah, I mentioned protein. Protein is really good to take. Whey protein, plant protein, depending if you're lactose intolerant or not. Creatine, very, very good. Why is creatine good? Because it makes you look fuller. Some people it doesn't work for, some people it does work for. So you need to try it out yourself. And it takes a while for it to work, a month or 2, 3 months even, depending on if you load or not. Loading is basically taking a low creatine for a week or two just to make it affect you faster. But just take 5 grams of protein, and in a month you should see a difference, or you may not, depending on how it affects you. It affected me a lot. It makes my muscles look fuller. It makes me a bit tiny stronger. It's not like incredible superhuman supplement. It'll help you a little bit. It'll make you a bit heavier because of water weight. So it'll make you a bit bigger because of water weight. That's one thing that creatine is good with. And it might make you bloated depending on how you react to it. I myself wasn't bloated, but some people might get bloated. So that's one thing you should watch out for. Now, caffeine, pre-workout. Oh no. So I'm addicted to pre-workout. Well, not anymore. I don't take pre-workout now, actually. I still drink caffeine, but that's more so out of enjoyment than relying on it. I used to rely on it a lot, but I don't. But basically, pre-workout is very good. It helps you it assists you in your workouts. It makes your workouts that much a bit better. It's definitely effective. It's not like, oh, you don't need pre-workout. You don't need pre-workout, but it's sure useful. It's useful to have pre-workout. Just don't get addicted to it. Make sure to cycle it. So like every 4 weeks, stop taking pre-workout for like 2-3 weeks. Because otherwise you'll get addicted to caffeine, and once you buy one pre-workout, you won't be as sensitive to it. So eventually you want stronger pre-workouts, more caffeine, more caffeine, more caffeine, more caffeine, and then eventually you will be like, I want meth, I want cocaine, and it's not a good look. Like, trust me, you don't want to do cocaine. Not that I did any cocaine on
Criminal
on meth.
offensive side
But I mean,
eye.
like, the stuff you'll be taking is basically equivalent to meth or cocaine, and it's just not good for your body in the long term or even the short term. So I don't recommend you to do that. Most important thing is, if you're young, just bulk, just eat a maintenance, maybe slight caloric surplus. Don't worry about it too much because your body is growing. Last thing you wanna do is be in a caloric deficit, because you'll just mess up with your hormones and you might stunt your growth in a way. So you want to take advantage of your puberty. So eat enough nutrient-filled foods. So like broccoli, chicken, fish, salmon is really good. It's very rich in omega oils. So I'd recommend you to eat a lot of fish, or either that supplemented with fish oil. But you don't need to. It's not necessary, especially if you're not financially good. So that's just advice. If you can get it, get it. If you can't, that's fine. It's not the end of the world. So yeah, that's pretty much my advice on nutrition. When you're young, focus on building muscle, focus on being a calorie surplus. And you're on a very heavy side, then I recommend you to get down to that 30 and 40 body fat percentage. by being in a calorie deficit, eating high protein, carbs, and decreasing your calories overall. You don't want to decrease them too much because it will be unsustainable, it won't be healthy. So you want to decrease it little by little. Decrease it by 200 calories. See how much progress you make, how much fat you lose, how much weight you lose. If you stop losing weight, decrease your calories again and again until you're at a healthy level, 13-14% body fat percentage, and then you can start bulking again depending on what age you are and your goals. Basically, me and myself, my goal for a while it was to bulk. I wanted to get to 90 kg, but then I'm like, I've been bulking for 4 years. Let me just cut. Let me see what's under this body. Although my body fat is naturally low, I still can shred down a lot more. And then I just want to see the body under, like really lean, really shredded. I just want to see, and then I'll start bulking again to 90 kg hopefully. Don't know if that's possible. It's definitely possible. It'll take a while, of course. But yeah, that's my goal. That's what I want to do. Right now I'm cutting, probably get to like 78 kg, 77. I'm at 81 kg. I want to keep as much muscle as possible. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, leave down a comment below. Let me know what questions you have and I'll answer your juicy questions about anything. I was Kevin. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, comment, and hit the notification button to get notifications for any videos I drop. I'll be dropping a lot more videos on YouTube soon. So peace out.